Hello, hello. Hey, I'm really excited to come on here and really just introduce you to someone amazing that's part of our Mary Kay family. So we're starting something new, and I'm going to be spotlighting independent beauty consultants that are amazing. And so you all are amazing, but we're going to just get to know everyone. So I love that. So anyway, so Annette,
Yes.
I'm so excited to visit with you. I feel like I already know you really well, but I want to get to know you more. So anyway, and I really am excited for everyone to get to know you within our Mary Kay family. So um, tell me first about like how were you raised? Tell us a little bit about how you grew up. And by the way, I'm going to show some fun pictures while we do that. So
I grew up on a farm 9 miles southwest of Frankfurt.
mhm.
We had no money, but back in the day, I graduated high school in 1977. Back in the day, we didn't know we didn't have money. Or I didn't know as a child, I didn't
Right.
know we didn't have any money
Yeah.
because we had everything was good.
Tell me about your parents.
I was an only child, and my mom was an excellent baker. She made pies. That was her pride and glory, and everybody knew her for 3 counties around for her pies.
That's so awesome. Okay, so I've got this picture that I'm sharing with everyone here. This is Annette's mom and her dad. And so you want to tell us their names?
Rex and Lolita Morton.
So fun story, I sold monuments and headstones, and they came to see me when I worked in Manhattan and did that. And I actually got to know Rex and Lolita. And then Lolita and I became really good friends through that process. So I only knew Rex for a short time, and he was just such a, I would say, upstanding, amazing man.
He was very kind and very mellow, and he didn't get crazy mad like a lot of people do. And he was
just a piece about him. That's amazing. I could see that. And Lolita was a little firecracker, just short in stature,
Yep.
but a very joyful and wanted to help others and get to know people.
Always.
And she was a talker. That's where you got your
Yes.
your ability to talk. Calmness from dad, talking from mom.
And neither one of them ever knew a stranger. Wherever you went,
yeah,
they always were.
For sure. She was a connector too, because when she walked into my office, I remember her saying, "Strunk, I know some Strunks. Are you related?" And so I said, "Yes, I'm married to Paul," because the Mortons had a farm near where the Strunks, my husband, and his family grew up. So
it would have been about 4 or 5 miles. The Strunks were 4 or 5 miles south. It was so funny when we went to school. We were on a little bitty school bus, and when the Strunks moved in, we had to get a big school bus because there was 13 of those kids.
That's awesome. So Annette knows the family. So some of my sister-in-laws are on this page, so they'll be able to see you. So okay, so let's talk about let's move on a little bit. Tell us about your husband. So I'm gonna stop sharing this and tell us about your marriage. So who are you married to? Tell us a little bit about John.
I married John Cline. We've been married 44 years. This past April it was 44 years. That, if she's going to show a picture.
Yep, this is the one in green.
We look hilarious. We look hilarious.
Tell me a little bit about that picture. What is that from?
That's our engagement picture. I was 18 and John was 20. He's 4.5 years older, so he would have been 22, almost 23.
That's awesome.
And we always have a funny story. He used to be really clean cut and have really short hair until he started going with me. Then he got longer hair.
He got wild.
He got wild.
And free-spirited. How fun is that? Okay, so tell us a little bit about John. I'm spotlighting this picture now. Tell us about John now. What does he do?
A little bit of everything.
Works really hard, doesn't he?
We mostly ranch. We don't have very much farm ground at all, but we have hay ground, and that's what they're doing now. And we have cattle, and we are the surviving owners of the Manhattan Commission Company. And we have Cline Realty and Auction, which we do real estate private sales and less auctions. And there's my pink blossom.
That's
My
right.
Mary Kay boutique.
So, so you own some buildings in Onega.
Yes.
And so that's where your Cline Realty and Auction, and that's where the pink blossom is.
Yes.
And so as you all will notice, it does not say Mary Kay on it, because that is not legal. But this is where Annette does her appointments, and this is where she does her parties. And so she's open by appointment only. It's not a store because we're not legally, we can't have stores, but this is just kind of her facial space. And so it's all good. So, and it's the cutest little place ever. So
It's a very special place to me because the man that used to be there was a barber, John Annan, and we left a lot of it the way he had it as a barber shop.
yeah.
And so we have mirrors and stuff, and it's
perfect. The setup is absolutely perfect, you guys, because guess what? It's got, when you walk in, there's this whole wall of mirrors and like the barber station. And so there's drawers. And so Annette has some chairs set up there so people can just pull up and do a facial and just feel pampered and get that conversation like you did back in the day at an old barber shop. Isn't that awesome?
It's just really special to me.
Yeah, that's really awesome. And that fits so well. So let's talk about your family. So I might need some help on who is who here. So let me peek here. Okay, so which one? Let's see. Let's pull this one up here. That's the youngest.
That's the youngest.
Hold on just a second. Let me steal this one here. So I'm gonna move some stuff around here. Is that the oldest? Yep. Okay, let me go ahead and share, and then you can tell us there we go. Okay, who's this? Tell us. Oh wait, is that sharing? Yeah, it's sharing this one. Okay. All right, tell us who this is.
That is Lance and Lynette and Lex and Linnell. And
oh my goodness, that's a tongue tire.
It is. And Lex they really thought about that. And his name is like my dad's name, Rex. Only since they have L's, they put a L for Lex.
Yeah. How awesome is that? Yeah. And Lance is your oldest? And so what does he do?
He farms and he ranches, and he does consultant work for cattle auctions in other states and stuff. And I don't even know the name of his business on that, but cool. He goes and helps with sales and stuff.
You know, when I saw the picture of your boys, oh my goodness, they look like John so much. Oh my goodness. So that amazing smiles. So anyway, okay, so let's go ahead and meet more of your family. So who's this?
That is Austin and Shannon and Dorothy and Carter.
Oh.
And Dorothy is special because they named her after John's mom, Dorothy.
Oh,
so we have really a lot of grandparent interconnection.
That is amazing. And now Dorothy's the one that likes to come to your studio, and she loves Mary Kay, right?
She does. And she helped us at an auction the other day take the money, and she kept it in our little money drawer, all the same direction and everything. So she enjoys. She's good.
She's a worker and a helper.
She is.
That is so awesome. I love that. So, okay. So how old are your grandkids?
Dorothy is going to be 7, July the 9th. You're terrible. And
no, that's okay.
And then Lex is a year younger. Is going to be 6. And then Linnell. And then Carter.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And I'm terrible.
No, that's okay. It's all, oh my gosh. Yeah, you don't have to tell birthdays. We're going to do any quizzes. But anyway, so Annette, how are you? Was your faith important to you growing up?
Yes, it was.
What did that look like?
I went to Sunday school at the Methodist church every Sunday pretty much. And that was before church. And then we go to church. And then when John and I got engaged, I joined the Catholic Church with I had a sponsor that worked with me at the bank there in Centralia. I worked in Centralia, Leonard Smith. He was a bachelor and he was had a very strong faith. He was my sponsor.
Really?
And I went to take instructions from Father Albert, who was a wonderful priest. You know, he was just
Right.
very mellow and understanding and very good.
Very good.
And we even connected back with him here a few years ago at Axtell. He was the
Oh,
priest
really?
at Axtell, and he remembered us. Yeah. So
Oh, that is always really neat to
Yeah,
build those
that was cool.
relationships. Very cool.
But my faith was always, it was always good, and believing that everybody needs forgiveness and be kind to everybody. And when I had my horrific car accident, my faith just got huge after that, because I know I was saved from that.
Literally
And so
saved.
I was.
I remember that you told me that when you went to look at the car, it looks like a hand was
Just-
around the driver's
just
area
covering-
and just
covering protected me.
protected you.
Mhm.
Thank you,
Because
God.
I rolled my car 4 or 5 times. So.
Wow. And God has a special plan for you.
Well, like I said,
So-
my faith had just
That's awesome.
totally exponential compared
Awesome.
to what it used to be. So,
Let's talk about Mary Kay. So
Okay.
you started your Mary Kay business last June.
right.
Happy anniversary.
Well, thank you.
Yay.
Thank you.
What do you love the most about being part of this organization? And what do you love most about your Mary Kay business?
I love the people, and I love the expression of people that come and do facials, and
That's
they are just
amazing.
so excited and so thrilled and can't believe there can be such a difference in their appearance and the feel of their face, and it's just in just one time.
Transformation, making a difference in people's lives. I
Oh,
love
yes.
that. I love that. I love results. And that's one of the reasons why I think I like to clean. It's because I like to see a difference. And so I actually have to like hold back and give myself cleaning as a treat. Is that weird?
No.
Just because I love results. And so I think that that's something that has stirred my heart. As
I
well.
was so thrilled. I was able to do facials for a couple of girls for their prom,
Mhm.
and then for a wedding also.
And how did
So-
that make you feel? Like being
And
able to
none
be
of
part of
them-
those special occasions?
It was just really good, because one girl for the prom, she had never really ever put any makeup on at all.
Wow.
Her sister was, she had always used mascara and lipstick and stuff, blush and
Right.
stuff like that. But it was really, really good. And then the wedding, the attendants, they were just getting ready to go to the rehearsal supper,
Uh-huh.
and they all got to choose whatever color lipstick they had. And they were
Yeah.
very, very quiet, reserved girls pretty much.
Right.
And they all picked really bright, loud lipstick. And I thought, they might get some reactions when they go to this rehearsal supper. But
Wearing
I
something.
talked to the dad the next day, and he said, well, they were really bright.
Oh, that's
all
really
he said.
funny. That's funny because, yeah, look, I'm loud and I have muted lipstick on. They're really quiet and they got really bright.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's hilarious. That's really awesome. So you keep inventory on hand. Why is it important for you personally? And I know that we can run our business anyway. Like you're not required to have product on hand, you guys. I want you to hear my heart with that. But why do you feel like it's valuable in your business to have it on hand?
I used to work at a bank. I got out of high school. I started at a bank. Then John and I started the auction business. And we have the sale barn, and everything that we have ever done and continue to do is customer service. And I try to do my very best at whatever of those businesses to make the people happy and feel like they're special. And I don't like to wait on stuff, and I don't want them to have to wait.
Right.
So if there's any way I can put stuff in their hand that day, then that's what I want to do, because
Right.
I just think if you can't provide the stuff, it makes them feel like they're second rate, and they have to, I just don't like it. So.
Well, I just want to thank you personally for stocking up on Mary Kay After Sun Gel. It's out of stock, you guys. And by the way, if you're and we don't want to rely on other people. I was actually fully stocked, and then boom, you know, you have a big sale or something, and like 7 fly off of my shelf, and I'm like, I'm out, and they're just out. So, but praise God for helpful people like yourself.
Okay.
So anyway, what are you most excited about your future this next seminar year? Because like this year, you did the Queen's Court of Sales. And so that's really exciting. So you guys, when you do the Queen's Court of Sales, like you get amazing rings. And so Annette's going to pick up her amazing ring in Dallas, walking across the seminar stage. And so what about next year? What do you want next year to look like? And I know that it will entail helping people feel their very best. But what do you want to do in your Mary Kay business this next year?
I want to just get more time to devote to Mary Kay because I have some really good ideas and goals. And I just want to help other people get to the same place that I was this year.
Wow.
And meet people. And I think there's a lot of people that are very afraid to step out of the box and take a step towards anything new. And I would be more than willing to help them, and Jana too, to help them step out of their little box that they think they're stuck in.
Right.
And get out and have some new friends across the country and excel with their own, whatever they want to do.
Growing, I tell you what, this business has been so important in my life for personal growth.
Oh, me too.
The personal growth is really unparalleled, and it has encouraged me to have more faith too.
Wow.
So because we rely on God a lot
Right.
for really who to contact next, and who to visit with, and what his plan is. So that's awesome. Okay, one more question, and then we're going to wrap it up.
Okay.
How excited are you about going to seminar?
I am just thrilled. I love to travel. Just got back from Shipshewana, Indiana, and now I'm home for a couple weeks, and we're going to go to Dallas. And I'm so excited. And the people that I have met at the different meetings and stuff, I have been so impressed and so thrilled, because they've all been so nice, and they're willing to share anything and everything. And I think if you were ever in a bad spot somewhere across the country and you call the Mary Kay person, they would be willing to help you do whatever you needed. Come and get you if you're stranded, or give you a place to sleep, or
yes,
I mean,
absolutely.
Anything. So
and
I think that's a wonderful thing to be able to
any state, any time I could have help. Like if I had a child traveling, or if I were traveling, or if you were traveling, you're like, oh my goodness, we're having car problems, we are in Colorado, I'd say, hold on a minute, I've got a girlfriend there. Or you know what, if I didn't know, let's say for example, if I didn't know somebody there, I could go on my Mary Kay director finder, and I could find a director, or I could go on to my Bible study group, who is through Mary Kay Sales Directors. I could go into my a directors group and just say, hey, who knows someone in Cheyenne, Wyoming? And I would have someone there. You know, there are people there have been amazing stories that I love. That, you know, I remember that this one national sales director, her daughter-in-law was hemorrhaging after having a child, and they flew her to this medical center in a state where she didn't know anyone, and they had sales directors there for the family when they got there, but they were circling that place in prayer. They were there as prayer warriors. They were there to do anything for the family. And so that's what our Mary Kay family is about. I think it's just
fabulous.
It's amazing. I can't wait. I know that you're gonna have so much fun, and you're gonna come away with more friends and connections and more knowledge and goals, I think, for your Mary Kay business.
As you know me, I can make friends
anywhere.
Easily.
Anywhere. like anywhere. We could be in another country, and they wouldn't speak English, and Annette would find a connection with them through her pleasant smile, her beautiful eyes, her warm heart. So anyway, Annette, thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
And thank you for taking a chance on Mary Kay, and just being such a wonderful part of our Mary Kay family.
Well,
And
that's
my
because-
life. I love
that's
that I get to do life with you.
Yes, and I feel like I've known you forever.
Me too. Okay, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you all have a fabulous day. We'll chat with you all later.
Bye.
Bye.